All right, for lesson 78, we're going to be talking about capacity. So I'm sure we've seen this before. And all these letters stand for something. We have G's, Q's, P's, and C's. Okay, the G is going to be a gallon. Q is quarts, P is pints, C's are cups. So you have gallons, quarts, pints, cups. Now, the biggest one we have is a gallon. That's the big thing. Okay. Inside that gallon, we have 4 Q's, 4 quarts. So what this is saying is in 1 gallon, we have 4 quarts. Okay? Inside each one of these Q's, we have 2 P's. So what it's saying is that 2 pints go into 1 quart. And the same thing goes with the cups. There's 2 cups into 1 pint. Okay? And then if we look at it more, we have the 4 Q's. Well, we have 8 pints that are going to be in a whole gallon, or we have 16 cups that are going to be in a whole gallon. Okay? So, can I help you out? I labeled some of the main things we need. This might be helpful for you to write down at some point, just for reference until you really start to remember these off the top of your head. Okay? So, 1 gallon, we have 4 quarts. 1 quart, we have 2 pints. 1 pint, there's 2 cups. And another thing to help you is that 1 cup is going to equal 8 ounces. Okay? One extra thing is 1 liter is going to equal 1,000 milliliters. Because sometimes when we're dealing with liquids, they're going to put them in liters. Like we talk about 2 liter bottles of pop or a liter of water. And a 16-ounce bottle of water is about 500 milliliters. So some different things to think about when we're dealing with liquids. So you don't have to write this down. It might be helpful for you to write down, and so that you can use it with your homework for a while until you get the hang of it. Now, listen to the sentence. It says 1 liter is a little more than 1 quart. Once again, 1 liter is a little more than 1 quart. So which of these is going to contain more? A 2 liter bottle of pop or 2 quart thing of milk? Okay, so we have Bard's root beer, my favorite root beer, favorite pop, 2 liters. We have milk, good for you, we got 2 quarts. Which one's going to have more liquid in it? Okay? Now, listen to the sentence again. 1 liter is a little more than 1 quart. So if 1 liter is more than 1 quart, 2 liters is going to be more than 2 quarts. So which one contains more? We're going to get more pop. Okay? Should drink more milk, but in this situation, we're getting more pop. All right, a half gallon of milk is how many pints of milk? So a half gallon of milk is how many pints of milk? Well, let's go back to our here. If we have a half a gallon, so if we split this in half, okay, so I'm going to have 2 quarts and a half a gallon. Well, I have 4 pints in that half a gallon. Okay, so to go back to our problem, I want to know how many pints are in half a gallon. Found out that there's 4 pints. Okay. Do you want to show some work? We have a gallon. Okay, we have 4 quarts. Each side of one of those quarts, remember we're taking half of this, so we only have 2. We had 2 pints into each one of those, so we have 4 pints. Answer, 4 pints. Now, which has the greater capacity? A 12-ounce can or a 1-pint container? So it's 12-ounce can or a pint container. Well, let's look at this chart. So we had a 12-ounce can or 1 pint. We're trying to figure out which one's bigger. Let's start with 12 ounces. So we said 1 cup is equal to 8 ounces, right here. Okay? So if we figure that out, take 8 ounces of 12, we're going to end up with 4. So this 12 ounces is going to be the same as 1.5 cups. Now a pint, right here it says a pint is 2 cups. So which one's going to have more, that 12-ounce can or a pint? Well, if you look here, that pint's going to have more because that's 2 cups, where the 12-ounce can is only 1.5 cups. So to write an answer on here, either 1 pint container. Okay. Go ahead, do this practice set. Only 4 problems. Make sure you bring any questions you have to class.